designed it, etc. Just talk straight into the mic and everybody will hear you.
Okay. I am Seth Norris, and I used Blender to create this game. It took me about a week and a half. I had a little bit help from a video. I didn't know how to completely do it because my brother brought me into the world of creating games.
So this was not part of a class, is that right?
No.
This was just something you wanted to do,
Yes.
and you learned how to do this essentially on your own just by going online, finding resources, watching tutorials?
Pretty much, yeah.
So you figured this out on your own. You learned it, and then you designed it.
Yes.
I think that's incredible. That's powerful. So now you have to be a little more fair than Anakin was to me. What are the actual controls for this so when I play it, I don't lose immediately? I can delay the losing.
It's WASD. Just that, and you add then space to jump.
Okay.
Here.
Is it? You said it's one or two player?
It's one player.
Oh, it's one player. Okay.
Yeah, so it's just,
Yours was two player. All right.
So, you just pretty much collect. You just pretty much collect the coins until you get to the next level. I put lots of effort into this because it has 21 levels. It was
So you have 21 levels with all these designs and shapes, and they look like trees, and you've got coins. And I'm noticing your block cannot go through the trees. Is that right?
No, you have to jump on top of things.
So you had to deal with physics.
Yes.
So you had to design this object can go through this object, but can't go through this other object, right?
No, not really. Like,
Or you don't have any that go through?
It couldn't go through ever.
Okay.
Like, it was just like that. It's kind of the same as Anakin's. He can't go through his.
Right.
Unless he just does that.
But you had to code it and tell it not to be able to go through.
No.
Or is that by default that's how it's going to be?
Well, yeah. I had to just say, like, there's this little option that says, like, character, and character means, like, real life, and you just, like, fall down. That's how it intros, because it just falls down every time. So, like, if you see right here, once you hit play, you fall down because I put character. I coded it to character, so.
And then you have to collect all the coins. And as you collect coins, your score increments.
Yes, by 10.
Nice. And so you did this, you said 21 levels?
Yeah, I believe 21 levels. Oh, I'm on. 21? Yeah, 21
Very nice.
levels.
And you enjoyed doing this?
Yes, I really enjoyed doing this.
Is this something you'd like to do even outside of school?
Yes, I have about 5 more games on here. That's how much I really like this, because as soon as I figured out how to build a game, I was just like, okay, let's make a couple other games to just get a little bit creative, and it was pretty fun. Yeah.
That's awesome. I like it. Show us a little more of the gameplay.
Okay. What did I do?
And
Want to come play it?
Yeah, sure. I'll come play it.
Okay.
And for people that are walking around and seeing this, one thing I like to point out is you're going to find a lot of these projects that students are doing, they're not assignments. It's not something that the teacher said you have to do this, you have to meet certain criteria. Some of them are, and they're amazing as well, but some of these are just students have that desire and that drive to do something and to build something and to create something all on their own. And they're learning this completely on their own. There isn't a teacher who's actually telling him how to do this. He's using his own initiative and his own intellect to go out and research and learn and watch tutorials and emulate it and then learn more and then add to it and then be more and more creative in the process. And I think that is exactly what we're looking for and what we're trying to make sure our students have an opportunity to show. AWSD, right? The space bar is up, so it bounces. Okay, so do you have gravity in here? Nice. So if I want to get way up, I have to jump. Oh, is that okay or not? I like to terminate all my players when I play. Got it. No, I like it.
It took a while for me to get used to.
I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Because it's actually kind of on an angle when you're doing this.
It's not like in front of me.
Nice.
It's like on like the very edge as you can see it's
Yeah, exactly. And I think I like that. I like that it's on an edge like that because it does make it a little bit different. But I think I went off the edge. That is awesome. Good job.
If you go to level 1 in my programming, all you have to do is just move it and just scroll out. And yeah, here's the camera right here.
Okay, so the camera.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about the camera because that's the point of view that you have on the screen, right?
No.
So you're not a first-person view on this. You're kind of a third-person view, right, where the camera is.
Yeah, I'm a third person view. I like first person, but I wanted to change something up for once. So I was like, yeah, I'll change this up. So it's now a third person. But the controls do get used. You do get used to the controls eventually, like I did. So
Yeah, I think the more you play it, the more you get used to it.
yeah, and then you just go into your screen again. There we go. And then I want to tell you one more thing.
Go ahead.
These things right here, these are empties, and these just fell in for the coin. This isn't actually the real coin. This was the original coin right here.
So that's the original coin. You're saying the others are almost like an alias to the coin? Like
Yeah.
they point to the coin?
Yeah, it's just like, yeah. But let's say you didn't like the color, so you could just change it if you wanted to. On place, sorry. Let's say you didn't like the color. Do you like the color or do you want me to change it?
I think they should be like red.
Red? So all you have to do is go here, click, and then you can just change them. Now it's all red, and you go back to the game, and you just. So now they all. Sorry. I failed. Sorry.
So this is introducing the concept of object-oriented coding so that you're creating one object, but then you're using that same object multiple times everywhere. You change the one object and it changes all of them as they're represented elsewhere, right?
Yes. As you see, now they're all red.
Very nice. I like that. That's a good thing to point out. I appreciate that. If you haven't tried Blender and you like 3D, 2D animation, you should definitely check into it. Thank you very much, Seth. That was awesome.
You're welcome.